Okay, let's go again. See how this one goes. It's probably the last game, depending on how it goes. Okay, let's just try to steal. Okay. Alright, we're gonna have to do this. No, level 7. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna try to get in front of... Okay. That did not work. Hey, but this added up. Okay, this should add up to something. Okay, so I really need archers to be... Okay, I'm gonna put my musketeer over here. This does damage. Alright, we're gonna have to deal with this. If they have a fireball, we're dead. Oh my gosh, they let go of musketeer. Okay, they gotta bring Prince or else this... They are super scared. Okay, that's the benefit of this, because now they're gonna play Prince. So we can set up our defense here. And walk this up here. I'm really waiting for Prince. Okay, here we go. Okay, we got giant, and let's go. Okay. Okay, the one thing I gotta worry about is a Prince, but we'll do that. Okay, now we're safe. Yep. Oh, that's the worst fireball of all time, I believe. Let's do that. Oh, I kept playing it like I was up only one. I kept playing like I was up one tower instead of two. So they tried to get me with the levels with the Arena 7 Knight, and not this time. Okay, so we get skeletons or we get a bomber. I think bomber can do us wonders here. Let's go with that. Yeah, that's really good. Okay. Might be able to do some good stuff with that instead of archers. So, really can't do anything at the moment. Yeah, really can't do anything. Yeah, just kind of... If I can get that one Spear Goblin, that'd be really, really nice. So, alright, I do want to review this game and then sign off. Because there were some things about this. Let me turn off that. Okay. So the reason I didn't play... The reason I hesitated is because I didn't have Musketeer for Giant. Otherwise I would have done that. And so they bring in Prince, so I have to play Cage. Okay, this archer placement was very scary. Ideally, I would have played it to the left of the Princess Tower. Because if they have arrows, that's game. They win the game right there. But, since they didn't, we had an opportunity. They can bring in Mini. And then now it's just limiting the damage. And then we get a good counter shot of this, which is really nice. I tried to get ahead of Minnie there so that she could get through and score a touchdown, but that didn't work. It still ended up being okay. If these cards were higher level, this is a very serious push. Even if it was just one level higher. So again, I mean, that's kind of like what I was hoping to do the first time, ended up doing the second time. Like, if you look here, these archers were to the center, to the right center of the field. I wanted them on the far left so that they would get away from any potential arrows right here. I had to play them here because when Goblin Brawler's dead, it's not an if, it's when, then the prince is going to come towards center, then you're going to get the other prince's tower into the game, attacking the prince, and then we can try to figure it out from there. Which, figure it out from there meant, okay, we got to stop the knight. So we have to play something. And the reason I play Musketeer here in the center, to left center, is because I want to focus on taking down that tower on the left. My opponent is going to try to keep the game on the right side so I never do damage the rest of the way. Then they have the spacing advantage, they have the lead, because my mentality is, okay, don't lose the tower versus trying to get this tower here that you have pretty weak. So they're still going for it. And so I don't have cage. It's like, okay, I have to hope that Minnie can do her job by herself, and then whatever Musketeer gets on the left side, that's totally fine. We have to spend all of our effort here, right here, stopping Giant, which is at level 7. And they just didn't have anything. And I don't know if it's because they didn't have any elixir for Giant. Yeah, they didn't have any elixir. They couldn't bring anything with it. Perhaps if they had, if they go now with goblins, that would have helped. I mean, maybe a little bit. But you can just see like how scared they were because they brought minions and they brought spear goblins. And then they brought... They were just thinking of anything to stop it. That's how scared they were of Minnie getting through. So now it's just a matter of, okay, who's going to get the tower first? And this I was really surprised about, because I thought they were going to try to keep pushing with something on the right side. You see, my knight is a level 3. You know, that prince can just like hit it. I think it's 2 shots, and that knight is gone. But they opted not to do that. I was fine with the spear goblins in the position that they are right here. Same with what the archers were in the beginning of the game, but had to make sure that Musketeer was far from them because they have arrows, which I didn't think they did at this point because they played plenty of their cards, or fireball that they have to pick, and if they pick with Musketeer, then spear goblins will be able to get through and at least do something to the tower. If they go after the spear goblins and the goblin brawler because it's on the prince, then Musketeer gets through. So again, at this point, well, that was the worst fireball of all time. I have no idea. I saw it on the corner of my eye. I'm like, oh, that was... The fireball didn't hit anything. Ideally, you know, I think they were wanting to get the Musketeer, and then that was the game. But again, this is kind of like earlier in the game where, okay, just let whatever happens on the left side happen. We have to stop this stack right here. And so Minnie did Minnie did her job and got through, and then that was it. And I would think that the prince was supposed to go after Minnie or Giant and didn't. And then that's it. So that was the game, really. If I were to look at this deck and think about like how the way they played this game, it's really I would say if they have a level 7 prince that really shouldn't be used at this at this part of the game. But it revolved the offense around Prince, where we're seeing a lot of people, and I do too, where you have Giant and Musketeer play together. They work in tandem. If you circle everything around Prince because it's just not expecting Prince at this part of the game, there's going to be so many wins that are there for this player. But they circled their offense around Giant because that is a win condition. If they treated Prince like a win condition in this sense, then their approach is way different. I mean, and it would result in wins. Like, I wouldn't be able to stop it. But because they decided to use Prince as kind of the bonus to whatever they could get, you know, and then you have Giant, who's going to be the obvious push, and then Prince is, oh, okay, well, you know, that's the dessert, you know, whatever we get out of that, we're you know, that's just extra. But really, it should be the focus of this deck, because they have Prince, and a really good level Prince for this stage in the game. The whole offense should be circled around that and getting that Prince to work toward the tower. But they didn't. They focused on the Giant, and that was the game. So yeah, those are